Hi guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. So, it's getting very tense between the US and China. And with the last trade war, I was thinking, what was Trump doing? With this one, I can hardly blame him when you see what China's doing. After all, it's not just COVID-19 anymore. While the world is reeling from COVID-19, while the world is sick in a pandemic, China is trying to take control of the South China Seas, which is controlled by 5 more countries, saying they have the documents. Japan lost in the Second World War, and going all the way back there, Taiwan doesn't, and all this. It's just ridiculous, really. They are trying to take control of Mount Everest because they don't recognise Nepal. They are making a $15 billion agreement with Pakistan to build a dam. The only problem is it's on contested land that is in India, the edge of India and Pakistan. So despite India's protest, so India protested. So what happened? China has started flying helicopters towards the Indian border in violations of the India-China agreement. But they didn't go over the border because that would have been an act of war. They've stopped just on the edge of the border, and their troops climbed out of the helicopter. I'm thinking, what are they doing? Are they trying to expand their territories while the world is reeling from being sick? Thinking there's not going to be a response. And I don't know if you know, but two people who have links to China have been arrested by the FBI in the last week. One is Chinese born, who's an American citizen, 2 researchers, and we knew that they were kicking Tencent and China Mobile and Hawaii out of America, and they are already looking to kick Chinese companies out of America. Now, on top of this, you have China coming back and saying, if you do that, we retaliate by kicking out all American companies out of China. All American semiconductor companies out of China. Now you have Cisco, which doesn't have a great Chinese presence, but you have all the other ones like Apple, and people are piling into Apple at the moment. But you have a load of American companies in China. And if enough people hit like and subscribe, I will do a piece on China and the country which can take over from China. But I will need you to hit that lovely like and sexy subscribe button. However, it seems to me that the whole world has had enough of China's pranks, trying to get its influence in so many different places. They've given loans to all these countries knowing they can't repay them. When it comes time to repay them, they've said to them, well, we can either declare you bankrupt, or you give us some of your land, like what would be classed to us as greenbelt land and that you can't build on, prime real estate, and you give us planning permission to build what we want. You have to give us trade deals that benefit us. Look at what happened with Pakistan. Not just the dam, but Pakistan agreed to let China test the COVID-19 drug on their civilians in exchange for wiping out some of the debt. But as I say, I've got a long list of information if you want. China went into Africa, helped build up certain parts of Africa, and Africa now changed its vote when there was a vote against their human rights issues to support China. Only 2 countries voted against it. It was China, an African country, which was being supported by China. So I think the rest of the world have actually said enough is enough. So that's why when I was asked about Baidu, I couldn't support it. And even when analysts are saying about Alibaba, I've given Alibaba an intrinsic value of 200 to 225, and it's at 199 already. But then when you consider one of Alibaba's smaller companies is in a legal battle with Elon Musk, where they have stolen secrets from Tesla for the autonomous driving car, that could end up costing them a fortune and could drop their value right down. As well as the fact that this trade war could really hit. Don't get me wrong, it's not just going to hit the semiconductor people either. Walmart gets a majority of their products from China, so you could see their prices rise as well. So if you're in Walmart, you could either expect their prices to rise or their sales to fall. Anyway, that's all from me. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the box below, especially if you want that China versus Vietnam video, and I'll see you later.